too loud. You got to cut that bit. That was too loud, wasn't it? That was much too loud.
Tone it down a bit. Do a
a bit.
Silent cheer. They always make me laugh when they happen at races and people. I like that.
Silent cheers.
Yeah.
Or like the two finger clapping. That's nice because that's for birds of prey in assembly. Have to do two finger two finger clapping when there's live animals in assembly at school.
Is that right?
Yeah, we had like a barn owl come in. And he had to clap like this.
Unannounced, or was he with someone else, or did he just?
He was with a birds of prey expert, and he came and showed his barn owl, and he had a bald eagle, and a couple of other falcons.
Oh wow!
What a start to episode 14.
We never had that. I wish I did. We never got that, dude. We used to have a guy. We used to have a guy come who was what would you call him? Very gaudy, very religious, and he was the dad. He was the dad of a pupil who didn't have a great time at school. Bless him.
Oh really? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then what would he come in and just be like? Don't bully him.
Yeah, basically.
Sounds like a cracking assembly.
Yeah, the same kid actually. It was a funny kid. He, I remember we were once in class together in English, and we were going around saying about our hobbies and what we used to enjoy doing, and it was blah blah blah, plays football and rugby. And this kid said he collects light bulbs.
Light bulbs.
Yeah, didn't go well for him at school after that.
Light bulb collector. What a funny thing to collect.
That's what he said. Light bulbs.
Hey, smashing hobby.
And it's interesting because... no, wait. I'm not finished. He used to... no joke. He used to sit in class and just, stare at the ceiling.
Did he?
And it was never... Loved light bulbs, dude. Loved light bulbs.
That's what it was. It was the light bulbs.
Yeah. Just couldn't get enough of them.
There
Which
you
is
go.
fair. They are
dude,
interesting.
Is this episode 14, I want to ask? Or are we back in the lockdown companion again now?
Yeah, I mean technically I'm in lockdown companion at the minute.
You are, Davi. You got an announcement to make on the podcast. What is it?
Yep, came down with the vid. Finally got him.
It got him. I really respected your initial effort, or initial the last 2 years effort to not get it. Have that as that was your task.
It was a goal. It was a goal, man. Yeah, real goal, and I did it for however long it's been.
It's good, impressive, yeah.
I don't know, when did it become a thing?
Was it 2 years ago? Fuck.
Yeah, I think so.
Probably was, eh?
Fuck. Yeah, let's just say February then, 2020. Yeah. So 18, 19 months or something.
Good going. You dodged it all that time.
Yeah, but dodged most people as well, which is interesting.
So talk us through it. How was you've dodged most people. How did it get you in the end? Were you caught sleeping on the Rona? How did it get you?
Yeah, dude. So, I think this is what it is. It looks like everything points to this one sort of thing that we did. I went out for a family meal last Saturday for a cousin's birthday.
They're riddled. Family meals, they're riddled with the Rona.
They are. They're riddled with the Rona. And to be honest, if there's a place to get coronavirus, it's probably a fish and chip restaurant that's red hot inside, so hot. Yeah. It was like a breeding ground for Rona. A lot of unhealthy people as well. A lot of
were they?
Yeah, a lot of unhealthy. And I'm not saying that they're
worrying.
Spread it more.
I hope they're not. I hope they haven't been nailed. Anyone? Any unhealthy people?
And I was definitely, when we were sat in there, I was saying to Emma, I was like, yeah, it's not going to end well. This you can feel it.
Really? Yeah, really. Yeah. You sort of knew you were.
Yeah, I've been living life for 2 years of just sort of not being in those situations and stuff, and just being in there and just noticing, okay, the windows aren't open and there's not really any draft and it's hot and
what
there's
a
just
fucker. And so
people breathing.
That's so annoying. First chance and it got you.
Yeah. Well, I think so. I mean, I've done a few things, man. I was just having the same conversation with a friend today. I've done a fair bit. I mean, we've done an event. Technically, it was outside, whatever.
That's true,
I've done trade shows. We haven't not been out. I've been out for meals with Emma.
True.
I've done stuff. It just, there was something about that night, and it was this don't feel right. It's just, there's a lot of people, a lot of breathing, a lot of no ventilation and
there's
stuff.
Heavy breathing fish and chip restaurant.
Yeah, it's not it's not the healthiest of spots, is it really?
Oh, no. So what was the first thing you noticed? How did you come about the whole story?
Yeah,
so you got back from the fish and chip shop and you were thinking, geez, that was a hot hub.
Yeah. Just again, I've had a really good sort of protocol for not getting Rona for 2 years. So I do take a lot of vitamin D, vitamin C, drink a lot of water. I drink a lot of water anyway because of my liver or kidney issue that I have. I can never remember which internal organ it is. It's quite embarrassing. It's one of those two. So I just hammered that straight away. I was like, right, vitamin D, get that in you. Like, let's get a good night's sleep. We'll be all right. So we went out on the Saturday. Sunday's fine. Went out for a long walk on Sunday. Monday was fine. Tuesday was fine. Wednesday, we recorded the podcast on Monday. So just nothing, not even a thing. Just felt fine.
Yeah.
A lot of comments from people saying how lively I was. So, and then Wednesday just felt a bit off, and I was like, right. My first thing actually, whenever I get sick, is I just go to bed, and I'm just like, right, I'm going to bed and just sleep. So I slept most of Wednesday, slept a little bit of Thursday. Friday felt okay. I think Saturday felt okay. No, Saturday and Sunday, the weekend have been a little bit rougher. It's sort of like it's like ebbs and flows. It's like feel okay, then feel a bit shit. But yeah, I don't know.
What about sort of first like symptom? Because that's what I found real tough.
Yeah.
Because I was like, because you kind of think yourself away from it, don't you? You're like, oh, it can't be the fucking stupid thing. It must be just cold.
Little bit of a sniffle. Little bit of a sniffly nose. I was like,
okay,
that's interesting. Not had one of these for a while. Bit of sniffle. And then my wrists and my ankles were sort of achy.
That was it for me. Achy joints. Yeah, that was the first one for me. Yeah.
So
I didn't have a cough. Did you have a cough?
I've not really got a cough. I've got a bit of a a thing. Like it's not.
Yeah.
It's one of those. I feel like with coughs, I don't know if it's a coincidence, but you think you're gonna cough. I don't know. You think about coughing and then you cough.
Weird, that's you can say cough and it'll make someone cough. Huh?
Exactly. That's what doing that in my head, like cough, and I'm like,
I really second guessed it until the test came through. Really, I was just like, come on.
Yeah. So again, like full transparency, because I don't really care. Mind talking about this stuff, but like, so we sort of sat on it. I was like, it can't be. We didn't really do anything. We just like, let's just mind our P's and Q's. We don't need to go out anywhere. Let's not be around people. Let's just wait until it clears up, and then
has Em got it by the way?
Yeah. So then yesterday, Sunday, we just sat chilling, watching TV. And both of us felt a bit sniffly, a bit rough. We're like, let's just have another day of just hanging out at home and not really see anyone or do anything. She cancelled her plans she had with friends and stuff, not on the basis of a test.
She cancelled the.
So I ain't going there again. And then we've got these tests in the house because when I first got sick, my mum brought a bunch of tests over. When I got injured, sorry, because getting COVID then would have been bad.
Yeah.
And I was like, should we just do one? Just see what happens. See what, So we were like, yeah, go on then. We'll just do one for a bit of fun. It's probably not going to come back positive. And then boom, there it is. Straight away. 10 seconds in. 2 lines. So got the vid. I sent a photo of the test to my friend and I just sent him the test and he put back, congratulations, loads of exclamation marks. And I was like, huh? I was like, what? Why? And he's like, Emma's pregnant, question mark. It's a fucking COVID test, dude, you idiot.
That is funny.
Yeah.
There you go.
So that's it. I've just been
locked down so will you take it from the day that you had first symptoms, or
this is the confusing bit, isn't it? I think.
Yeah.
And when we're saying about symptoms as well, it's tough because I didn't feel right Tuesday, although my actual symptoms kicked in on Wednesday. So
go for that Tuesday.
Yeah. So on Wednesday when this podcast comes out, I'm done. I think 10 days.
Yes. You're gonna do a test just in case.
Maybe.
Just check it out. It'd be interesting. I wish I'd had a load of those thingies just to see when you're still rampant.
I mean, again, like, no matter what you think of this whole thing, again, Emma and I were doing the test, and we're both kind of sceptical. Again, I'll be honest about all of it. Not about COVID. I know that's a real thing, but a lot of the other stuff around it, we are both quite sceptical, and we do question it, and we do talk about it quite a lot. But when we got 2 positive tests, it was like. Yeah, like we do both feel like shit. probably accurate.
Yeah.
You hear all sorts of stuff about these tests, right?
Yeah.
Of like how accurate they are and stuff. It's like, maybe I don't think it could have got it wrong twice. So
no, false positives are rare, aren't they? Yeah.
Yeah. So let's just go with it.
Yeah.
But dude, like, this is the weird thing with me is I wouldn't go as far as to say I enjoy being ill, because that's silly, but I do enjoy the healing aspect of it and the looking at it and being like, right, holistic, because I'm really into sort of holistic, that word's so sort of tainted, holistic health, but like I do enjoy that stuff. It's like, okay, right, what do people do holistically, and what foods should you eat, what supplements should you take, not necessarily what pharmaceuticals should you take. It's like, what food should you take to try and combat this and get over it as quick as possible. And for the last 2 years I've been reading it and watching videos and like learning about it and stuff, so I already had this like almost protocol in place of if I got it, it was like, right, just go to this, and all the supplements are there, all the stuff's ready to go, so I just switched over to that and I'm okay. Like, again, bit of a sniffle, feel a bit cold, bit sweaty every now and again, but yeah, I'm just trying to do what holistically you should do, which is breathe fresh air, get vitamin D, and drink healthy things and eat healthy things.
So what about your family? Because to me it seems like pot luck who gets affected by this thing.
So my uncle Russ, bless him, it's got him pretty bad.
Has it? Yeah. Because it was a family meal, right? It was a family meal.
So all the family are out. We've got a big family as well, dude. We're all relatively healthy, which is good. You know, everyone's in good shape. But yeah, Uncle, they were meant to head off to Poland to go watch the Speedway Grand Prix a couple of days ago. They haven't managed to go there again because they're positive. So yeah, again, weird. You know, he's double vaccinated, but still COVID positive. Can't go. Yeah. So sit in the house, bro, and you know. Okay, yeah. But I think there's a lot of people maybe don't look at what I just talked about, the holistic-y sort of side of it. And I don't mean like woo-woo stuff, but like what your body actually wants. Like I was exchanging messages with my auntie actually, and I was like, what are you doing? Like, Uncle Russ is sick, like what are you doing? And she's like, oh, he's had some paracetamol. I'm like, no, like this is what you need. Like you need to be taking 4,000 milligram of vitamin C a day. Really, like you need to be taking a shit ton of vitamin D. Anti-inflammatory food, antifungal, antiviral foods. Like this is all the stuff you need to be doing, and I think a lot of people just don't, and hence why they might even feel bad for worse. I don't know. It's
hard, isn't it? It's like
that with anything, though, man.
Yeah, innit. Ultimately, a lot of those things that you say are not like, that's not really like rocket science. Like everyone is vitamin D deficient in fucking gloomy UK. Like it's not like, but also a lot of it's like immeasurable, isn't it? I always struggle with this. I even struggle. I struggle knowing what actually does anything, because you don't have a control. You don't have like a version of yourself. You know what I mean? Like I've taken so much stuff, and I feel like I've literally just pissed it down the toilet. I don't know if it's done anything. So many just like vitamins and this and that and this and that over the years.
It's very true. Very true.
I find it really difficult to know, really. Like,
I agree with you 100%. It is tough, and it is, especially when you spend a lot of money on it and you do literally take a piss or a shit, and you're like, well,
like what some of the dumb shit I've fucking bought was I've bought all sorts of dumb shit for like a cartilage bollocks for my ankle.
With
like deer antler stuff, and because it's one of the only animals that reproduces cartilage. So I've taken all that and like mushrooms and this shit.
Shark
fins. Yeah, you don't really want to be doing Chinese medicine, let's be honest.
No, you don't want to be doing the shark fins. But I thought sharks regrew cartilage as well.
Perhaps, yeah. Anyway, like all of this, like just because you eat a shark fin doesn't mean you're fucking going to regrow cartilage in your ankle. You know, like the same for the deer antler stuff. Like it was super expensive, and I was just like, fuck it, I'll try it. And sure enough, I wake up every day and my ankle hurts. But whatever. Actually, on that note, I don't want to stop talking about this. But
it's fine.
I had a steroid injection.
Oh, wow. I thought you were looking jacked. Where did you have it?
Dude,
in your neck?
In my piece. No. I don't want to go off this topic, but for the first time in 10 years, I'm fucking buzzing at the minute, and I appreciate.
Wow.
So I went in last week for a steroid injection into my ankle. Steroid and painkiller, some sort of painkiller. I don't know what.
Right.
And it's fucking unbelievable, dude. It is unbelievable.
Really?
Yeah, I am the most skeptical, the least trusting. As I say, the amount of shite I've taken and tried to be really good about, and nothing's made any difference. And some bloke, I had like an ultrasound guided injection into my ankle.
Right. So how does that work? Explain what's that like.
So you go in and it's like they rub the gel on like they do check for babies. I've never had that because like I've never had a baby before.
That would be worrying.
Yeah. So they've done that on my ankle and they check for like the gap in the joint where they can guide an injection straight in. Now I'm not worried about injections normally because injections go in at an acute angle to your skin or into a vein or whatever. These are fucking... This injection is a big syringe and it's going 90 degrees to your skin. So I was like, I don't care about injections until this. I watch that thing go in. And
until it can come out the other side.
Dude, what on earth? It's not the pain either. I sound like a real sissy lala. It honestly made me dizzy. So the dude's guiding it in with the ultrasound, going straight into the joint, which is like, like that far in, like a syringe depth. And there's no pain as such. There's pain of it going like a sharp prick on your skin. And then but the feeling of when it's like touching my bone and like he's like pushing around trying to get it in the joint. Because it's like a millimetre. He's explaining because of like the spurs or whatever. There's not much room to get it in.
Oh, so he's got to like navigate through all of the broken bits and just get right.
Yeah, and he's using ultrasound. The ultrasound is touching the needle, and then the needle is just like touching my bone, and I can. It's not a pain. It's not fair to say it's a pain. It's just a feeling that is just so fucking out of this world weird. I was lying down. I gave up looking at it because normally I'm sort of quite interested. Gave up looking at it. I was just looking at a logo on a table or something, I was like dizzy. But,
wow.
But since then, I left the hospital and the guy wasn't that positive that it would do anything. And I kind of appreciate it as a bit of a band-aid. It's not really a fix.
And it's like, so the syringe has obviously got the actual stuff in the top of it as well. So it's a legit, once he's found the area he's going to...
Yeah, once it's in the joint capsule, he's
going to hit
a whole lot in. He failed on the first one, so I got an extra half of a syringe for free just in my foot. And then the second one actually went in the joint capsule. And I left feeling like I was like when it swells up, it feels like I'm like standing on a bag of blood, and it still hurt. So I was just like, this is uncomfortable and shit, and I feel weird about having a needle in my joint. It's horrible. I went home kind of thinking, and the guy wasn't really that positive. He was like, yeah, it can last 6 months or it can not do anything. So I was thinking, I'm going to be the guy that it doesn't do anything to, Just
back
like
to the deer antlers.
Yeah, exactly, dude. Just like every fucking stupid little supplement I've taken, it's just going to be the same, And sure enough, 2 days later, I went out for a ride. I was just trying to not ride normally, like not ride properly, trying to just cruise around, go and see people, go and see Bren, who we'll get onto in a bit actually.
Yeah.
Go to the bike shop, go to MB, cruise around. Then I went to Sam's and I started riding at Sam's. We built a track, started riding. I was like, what the fuck? I'm actually like, I'm pushing back up the hill. I'm not like... Dude, it's unreal. Honestly, it's the first time in 10 years that I've felt so hyped about it. And again, I appreciate it's a band-aid. It's not a solution. And it's in that sense, it's a bit of a bummer because it proves how... Like, it actually does affect me, dude. I fucking stand up off a seat and I'm like clenching my fist ready for it to like... And I don't want to, and I try and not limp because I don't want to be limping guy. I don't want people to ask what I've done and that sort of thing. Like, you don't realise until you haven't got it. I just get up out of the seat. I just walk off. I'm like,
so it's
not
really working.
Dude, it fucking instantly. But yeah, and it doesn't feel weird like a painkiller. It doesn't feel numb. It doesn't feel odd. It just feels like like my normal ankle, but with no pain.
Is this now adding another? How would I put it? Are you now also going to second guess that it's not hurting because it's almost like you could now push too hard and then hurt it again?
This is
sense?
it.
There's a fine balance now, isn't there, of enjoying it or
no? It's 100% it because I still don't like, I still don't have any movement in it, for instance, and I still do have pain. It's just not like the pain I have normally is like it's not like I can just plow through it. It's like the kind of like electricity feeling. I don't even know. You know, like you step and it's just like a reaction, like you can't do anything about it. I'm sure you've done it before. If you step on a nail, for instance, your reaction to the nail isn't a conscious reaction. It's like, whoa, fuck me. It's like, it's not like, you know what I mean? You could probably, if you're super zen, like plow through the nail as it goes into your heel. But on a subconscious level, you can't do that. You just react, and so that's all my limping is. Just like me, I'm like trying to not do it, but I can't not do it.
You can't not do it.
I gotta say, it makes me.
I have that as well. Actually,
hyped.
anyone who knows me and walks around with me before being injured will know I've got a limp, and I don't know why I have it. It's from.
Oh really?
It's from a knee injury. And now I do it. Why. Yeah, I think, but it's not that bad anymore. But I have this natural limp that I just do it, and I don't even know I'm doing it.
It's cool.
Maybe it is swag. It's
swag, dude.
Maybe
I can't pass mine off as swag, unfortunately. No. I fucking try. I start clicking my fingers and shit, maybe.
That's rad though, man. I'm super happy for you.
Yeah, it's really good. Hyped, actually.
That's really cool. Wow. So you reckon it'll last? I guess it's just going to be wait it out, but hopefully 6 months, and then you go back and do it again, or is there a plan after it?
This is what I don't know. There's a lot of things I don't know, and I almost don't know what the point is in making me experience like almost waving.
Oh yeah, this is what it could be like.
Yeah, and like steroids are not good for joints. Essentially, they're not good for tendons. They're not good for joints. You can do them responsibly, but this is like what I've had here is just ramming a load of shit in there and. It's a little bit approximate, and I don't think you can do it for any long period.
Right. Yeah, this is what you need to figure out then, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. But I guess
do you think it's not made you move it any better though? If that's the thing, so it's not like you can use this now to sort of try anything different or. As far as like healing, do you know what I mean? It's not like it's alleviating the pain, so you can get more movement. It's just
no, because it's still a mechanical block.
Isn't it?
Yeah, it's still a mechanical block. But I mean, I can do calf raises. But I was doing I do that every day anyway. You know, I don't. Because my calf's real small on my left hand side, and I just like I do calf raises all the time, but it hurts all the time. So I kind of I wonder whether I could bang shitloads more calf raises, but it's not like you can do much. You know, if I get 3 months of no pain, what am I going to do? Furiously do calf raises? And
just have Kavaric calves.
Yeah, it doesn't exactly. It doesn't really achieve anything. But no, I was hyped. I'm sorry to detract from.
Nah, man, this is the thing though, isn't it? It's band-aiding, and that's the thing that we need to, I think, be careful of. It's just band-aiding stuff. It's just throwing a drug at it and hoping it goes away.
Absolutely. So what this is actually for is to identify exactly where the pain is, because I have a number of like different spurs. So they've only done it in my talar joint, and I have a lot of spurs around. I had another break in my navicular, so they were trying to work out where the pain was. So it's exploratory. So we've kind of identified that this is exactly where pretty much all of my pain is from. You know.
Yeah. Yeah, so if it carried on hurting, you'd notice somewhere else. And then
exactly. Because if it was just like my navicular, then it would mean why are we concentrating on looking to do surgery on this one when it's not even this one. So yeah, that's what it's for. Like you say, it is a band-aid. It's not fixed, but hyped all the same. If I get a couple of months of joy, then I'll take it.
Happy for you.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Well, bummed for you, dude. Bummed for your COVID experience, but it seems like. It's best possible scenario, you know, because you're
still turn up and do the podcast, don't we, bro? You've done it with the vid.
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely.
We've done it with broken ankle, broken ribs.
Yeah, that's it.
And we're only a year in.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, there you go.
I'm scared about the future. A year and a half in, or whatever it is. Yeah, I'm scared for the future.
It'd be nice once we come out of the apocalypse. Yeah,
it will, won't it? When we're not injured and just living life, and actually, it feels like it's a bit of an injury podcast at the moment, it feels like, or an illness, or there's always like a negative to talk about.
Yeah, let's go. Yeah, it's so true. And let's go on to our next negative.
Yeah, let's talk about Brett.
The fucking UK team has had to pull out from Rampage. Gutted to announce it. If I'm honest, I did know last week, and I just like to our listeners, I said to Davi before, let's not talk about it because I wanted Brendan to do the announcement or whatever. But poor Bren went back into hospital. He's in for 7 days. It's pretty. I don't know if you saw much of it or.
I saw some of the footage you posted on the gram, dude. Yeah, and like. I think anything like that's scary, man. That's touch. I'm not saying it's touch and go, but it is. You hear it on horror stories about that stuff, right? Like, so it must have been scary.
Yeah, I am bummed about Rampage, but not as much really because it was actually quite horrible. Like infections are something I would have used to be like, no, it's nothing, whatever. I never used to clean out cuts and stuff, but with a cut that deep down to his femur, it could have gone really, really wrong. So. Yeah, stoked he's all good, and he's in for 7 days, with a pump in his leg, an open wound, pumping gunk out of his leg. It's like, it's not good.
The human body, dude, it's a remarkable thing, isn't it? I mean, think his body's producing that stuff, or however that works to try and heal itself or destroy itself. I don't know, but fuck, it's
what the fuck though. 100 years ago, that's it. Leg off.
Yeah, you'd be done.
Yeah,
he'd done.
You
Game
think
over.
how many do you reckon?
Game over.
How many bloody times in your life would it have been game over for you? If it wasn't for medicine, like you'd be like I think there must be so many. You would have had just every single little scaphoid break or whatever would have just fucked up. Could have got infected. It's just awful, isn't it?
It is, mate. It's it makes you think sometimes. That's for sure. It does make you think. Fucking hell. But yeah, I feel sorry for Bren, dude. That sucks. I mean, obviously it's a shame he's had to pull out, but also for you, I mean, it's however many days in the desert you don't have to dig. So
there you go.
Is that a bit of a positive there somewhere? Like,
do you know what, dude? I'm actually, I literally couldn't care less. It's always a good trip, but it's not like I really care. I'm gutted because people really enjoy watching our stupid. Without sounding like I sound like a complete bellend there, but people do really like.
It's great content, dude, and it's good
they
for
like
you
it. They like the in-betweeners out in Rampage, and I think it's always a fun trip.
Not to hijack what you're saying there, but looking at it that way from being on a huge platform, showing what you guys do. I mean, there's no bigger platform in the year, really, is there, than going out there, you Deeks and Bren, and like you say, everyone's expecting you to be there. You've got a bit of it's not like you're the newbies anymore. You've already got you've got a history there, and people are expected to see it, and it sucks that Bren's not out there doing it. So
absolutely,
fingers crossed he can get back and do one more. I think that would be the dream, but
hopefully so. Fingers crossed. But either way, whatever. I think even after Lenza Hyde, it was quite a big ask, really. For the dude to go out there. Like, it's not like even if you cancel the riding bit, it's still a big ask. It's still like 10 days of digging, isn't it? It's not like nothing. So
in the desert with dust around and previously cut and
and you just got to walk all the way up, down, up, down, up, down. So
it sounds horrendous. It really does.
Yeah, it sounds like the worst possible thing you can do with a laceration in your quad down to your femur, really, doesn't it?
It does.
Not far off.
It does.
So
I think we should do more on the run up to Rampage, talk about it and stuff, but already it's like so sick seeing Bragg out there. I'm like hyped for that. I'm
very
hyped
exciting
for it,
indeed,
Really excited to see that. I know Reed Boggs just got the call up, so that'll be super cool.
Yeah, that's rad.
I think it's going to be a good one this year. Reed has just pulled out, I think.
Yeah, who's going instead? Janon?
Yes, Tommy G's got the entry instead, so that's cool.
That's really cool, Tommy
we should definitely do more on the run up to it, because it is it's a highlight, that one. That's a good one.
Yeah, it is good.
Shame we're not closer, dude. We could have done a companion thing and sat and watched it with some beers and
totally. So
recorded something. But
when is it? It's on the 15th finals, so that is not this Friday. That is next Friday.
Okay.
So
is it right? It's a Friday. So how many days digging do they get? Is it 4?
Fuck no. It's
especially with it being a new site, you think there'd be
9
more.
With a mandatory dig day, mandatory rest day. Yeah. It's full fucking 10 days of.
Oh right.
I mean,
so
you
still
still
be getting
dig on
started
finals
pretty soon then.
Yeah.
Wow, I thought
Absolutely.
it was. Yeah, of course it's not 4 days. That's ridiculous. Of course it's not.
No, mate. Honestly, I'm. I don't want to. I know a lot of people be listening, just like, oh yeah, whatever. It's hard work, but it is a lot, dude. It's not.
Yeah.
It's not a small undertaking. I know the runs never really look like that much work, even, do they? But it's like boring shit that you don't think about that takes all that time, and you've got no machines, you've got no. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. I've swung a shovel around quite a lot in my life, and it is a lot. The only thing I can liken it to is like maybe a basement conversion in London when your boss is on a tight schedule and you've only got 10 days to dig out a basement, except in sweltering heat. I don't know. It is just like site work. And I've done a lot of site work, so it's 6 o'clock starts and then 9 o'clock finishes. So it's horrible.
Yeah, it's labouring.
Yeah, it really is. Yeah, there's nothing fancy. You do a little bit of shaping at the end, but it's not.
It's labouring knowing that a few million people are going to watch you work at the end of it.
Yeah. Like it doesn't just get by if you're just like a shaper kind of guy. Like there's a lot of just like manual shit labour.
Yeah. I speaking of that, I just watched what you spoke about last week, Brog. Again, talk about Brog's edit
Wicked.
about his X Games Real MTV thing. It's so sick watching how hard those guys work.
That's good, isn't it?
Holy.
Yeah, they grow.
I love how they're just in the dirt, it's raining, it's cold, and they're just like moving trees, and it's
so cool, eh?
I feel like that is most of the journey to them is building that stuff. It's not like they're in a bike park or anything, dude. They're just in some woods near his house somewhere, like that's just making every feature.
Yeah, that's the cool thing about those, because you don't dig like a nutter at home in that same way. Like that's why I liken it to building site work, because it's not like when you dig trails. Obviously, we all dig hard and we all have calluses, but it's not the same as like Rampage. And same goes for that Real MTB, really, because they had that like fixture and that time limit to produce all of this stuff, and they just work like crazy people. Well impressive, isn't it?
Yeah, really impressive watching that. I think anyone who's not seen it, for sure, go check out that edit.
Yeah,
and I also watched in the week, this isn't my watching, by the way, but I did see, because we spoke about Imagination, Tyler Berman's.
Yeah.
There's another edit out.
Oh, is there?
Yeah, Team Fried. Jason Anderson's thing.
I'm writing that down.
So they did an edit from there too, and it's, I dare say it's better than the Red Bull one in a weird kind of way. Yeah, it's just a bit more, I don't know, you just see more of the hits and stuff, and it's just a bit more like behind the scenes and stuff, and to me it's better.
Oh, interesting. I'll give that a watch. Yeah. Why not make that your watching?
Could do. Yeah, I could do. Actually, yeah, I could do that. Could make that my watching. Team Fried, Imagination.
There you go. Boom. Do you want to know my watching?
Check it.
Dude,
yeah.
I am so current, right? I've started... No. Squid Game. Have you seen this?
I haven't. I've heard about it.
Oh, I knew I was being current. It's on Netflix.
Heard about it.
It's a Korean series. Basically, like, do you want to know anything? I've only started episode 1.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, I do want to know about it, because I want to give you my opinion on it before
you start.
Why I haven't watched it.
Yeah, okay. Have you not watched it because it's been pushed on you a lot on Netflix?
No, I haven't watched it because it was actually an episode of The Fighter and the Kid, and they spoke about it. And Brendan was like, I don't like scary things at home. And I'm the same as that. I like my house as like zen. Like, I don't
really? Interesting.
Yeah, I don't like scary movies. I just want to be like, when I'm here, it's just peace. It's just chill.
Yeah. So you need to.
So anything that's going to be a bit, you know what I mean?
You need a travel
Squid Game, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need to go somewhere else, and I'll watch it. But
so do you have a spot where you go to watch like the darker side of the internet, or not really?
It's just under the stairs.
Just outside in the wheelie bin. That's what that fucking ice bath was. The ice bath is just dry as a bone. You've just got the lid down and you're watching creepy dark web shit. Snuff movies and shit. Okay, so that's why you're not going to watch Squid Game. And, anyway, I'm watching it. It's Korean. From what I can tell, so far...
You're one episode in.
Yeah, you're not going to watch it anyway, are you? So, and this isn't really a spoiler anyway. So this dude's down and out, right? He's in a load of debt. He's fucked it, basically. He's got a kid. He must be mid-40s. Mm-hmm. He's in loads and loads of debt, loads of trouble with loan sharks, that kind of shit. And he gets approached by someone to come and play a game, right? So he signed, part of one of his loan shark things, he like signed over his kidney or whatever if he didn't pay one of his loans. So he signed over this declaration of something. It's all in Korean, I don't understand it.
Wait, it's subtitled?
Yeah, it is subtitled. Yeah.
Tough. Okay.
You not like subtitles?
No, I think we had this discussion before.
He's
I definitely
out.
turn it
Dude,
straight
you're
off.
fucking straight out. Yeah. Okay, fair enough. Well, I don't mind. I'm not ruining anything then. Maybe
Okay.
for the listeners, but I'm only one episode deep, dude. Who cares, you know?
Yeah.
So, anyway, he basically gets the option to come and play a game by this guy in the street who knows exactly who he is. He gets the option to come and play a game, and he has the chance to win millions and millions of billions, in fact, of Korean won. I think it is. So he eventually chooses to do so. He's drugged. He's stuck in a taxi, and he moves out to this crazy giant auditorium place, and they start playing games. He's one of 450 contestants or something, and they start playing games. There's all these creepy people with masks on, all loads of shit that you wouldn't like, and basically it becomes apparent very quickly that the games are pretty gnarly, and people get once you get eliminated from the games, that actually tends to mean that you are shot. So there's loads of blood and
Dude, this was actually a game show though on TV. What was it called? With Craig Charles.
Robot Wars.
No. What was it called?
Robot Wars was good though, wasn't it? Imagine it now.
Yeah,
Boston Dynamics would fucking murder that shit, wouldn't they?
Yeah, they would. What was it called? The Japanese game show.
I mean, Craig Charles did Robot Wars.
What was it called?
No, they shoot with
called?
guns, dude. So it's
Oh my
it's all
God.
real
What
creepy.
was
So
it
the
called?
first one I've watched.
Dude, it's Takeshi's Castle is basically what you're describing.
Yeah, a little bit, yeah. So at the first game they play, there's this giant doll, giant. It looks like a kid's doll, and it turns around with its back face to them, and it says it's basically like you creep up on someone and they turn around, you have to be still.
Yeah.
It's that game, so all of them are like, yeah, cool, yeah, we'll play that game, cool, whatever. If you move, you're eliminated from the game. So everyone's creeping, stop, someone moves, and then there's guns from above just go, and then everyone starts moving, and it's all like computerized, it's working out movement, it's just killing all the people. So then imagine being in that situation, you're just like staying still, and you're like, holy fuck, when they say eliminated, it means I'm going to get shot, so now I really need to...
And they realise that at that time. It's not like they know going... Oh,
no,
wow.
exactly. So that's the first game, and then there's a series of games. Anyway, I think it's interesting and it's popular at the moment, so I'm going to watch it for the podcast, man.
I knew you... Mate, good on you for taking one for the team.
Yeah.
I knew you would. I knew that. I seen it come up and I thought, Ollie will watch that. I tell you what, I watched on Netflix, which isn't my watching, but I'd be curious to hear what you think about it. Have you watched the Britney Spears documentary?
No,
yet?
I haven't. I've watched one of them. A new one has come out, right?
Yes, just come out.
Britney versus Spears.
Britney versus Spears.
Called,
yeah, it's good. Really
what do you make of it? So is she being held against her will? And
yeah, I mean, it seems like it 100%. It looks like her dad just did take control of all of her finances and everything.
I tell you what, I don't reckon her dad's got control of the social media though.
Well, yeah, it's the weird social media is weird, huh? But again, I feel like
it's a good follow, man. It's a good window into, and also you get to see a turd. You know,
you get to see.
Oh, Instagram's down. Instagram's down. Dude.
Instagram's down. What are we going to do without it?
She posts a lot of pictures of her tits with emojis on and stuff. Like she's completely off the rail, dude. She seemingly. I can't imagine her dad's posting them, dude.
But the conspiracy theory is that she obviously has nothing to do with the social media, and she's just been told what to do, and just to keep the algorithm going and keep. I don't know.
Crazy.
Yeah, it is interesting, dude. But I think she's come out of the. It's called a conservatorship.
Yeah.
I think she's out of it now.
Okay.
As of a couple of days ago.
Right.
It's on.
That's so mean. I wish her the best. I can't imagine anything worse than being that famous. Quite frankly, that is the worst thing in the entire world.
But this is the thing, isn't it, of getting to that level of fame?
Can't fucking take it back, can you? It's not like she's had a hit. What can she do? I guess she doesn't have to post on social media or go on tour.
It's true, but I think it just, mate, when you're that big, you can't do anything without people stopping you.
I just
and
don't
dude,
know.
some of the footage it's just horrible. Like looking, She'd only have to walk out of a front door or out of a restaurant, and it's just like swarms of people and just and
that noise. I'm out,
mate. I can't even imagine what that must be like.
Let's think an example of someone who was like that big that got out that you don't hear about anymore. There must be examples of people just cruising
Michael
around
Jackson.
loving life. He kind of got out, didn't he? Wolf from Gladiator.
Yeah, Wolf from Gladiator got out.
Craig Charles must have made.
Mate, where did you pull that from? Wolf from Gladiator. I reckon if the wolf,
what he was up to.
Nah, dude, if the wolf walked down the street, you'd be like,
you think
I recognise that guy. I recognise that guy. You'd know him. Same if Jet walked down the street, John Fashanu walked down the street, like the whole cast.
My friend's mum used to cut Jet's hair. She used to live around here. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, dude. Yeah, she probably goes up Rogate Bike Park.
Mate,
she probably
smoking.
Does. Yeah.
Smoking. Dude, smoke that leotard.
She was, wasn't she? Yeah. Gladiator. Quite a thing, wasn't it?
Who else has got out that's a celebrity then?
I wanted to do the thing on the rings with Jet. You know the thing on the rings one where you swing?
The penetration thing.
Literally the only thing that you do on it is hug them and just... And now... Gladiator. On my
Imagine landing and you've got a hard on. Like, oh, this is awkward.
Yeah, they never did different sexes in that, did they? They didn't do multi-gender. They just did men versus men and women versus women, didn't they?
Yeah, probably for the best, I think, given that you could land on the mat with a stonk on.
Dude, let's bring it back, and let's do all genders.
What? So, okay, all right. I thought if we are bringing it back. Like,
no, I don't want to do. No,
dude, the death match is proving hard to get over the line. Gladiators is going to be way harder.
MGM have not got back to you yet. What is that? The MGM? Yeah, the MGM's where they fight. Isn't it? Yeah.
I'm still waiting for Ricky Hatton to pick up the phone. Whenever he does, you just hear snorting.
Fucking hell. Ricky Hatton, yeah, maybe he got away with it. Some people do.
I don't know if he did, dude.
Some people do, though. They must do. Meatloaf, for instance. Meatloaf,
dude,
made his money. He's out. I don't know what he's doing now. We talked about him on the last
riding
episode.
Off the back of I
don't know how he's come back again.
There's some. I'll tell you who. The Spice Girls didn't. Certain ones did. Baby Spice went under the radar for a bit. No.
Baby Spice did. Yeah, Baby Spice did.
She's disappeared for a bit.
The others didn't.
Dude, it's no, Mel B definitely. Imagine
Coke gets them, doesn't it? Do you know Katie Price crashed near? I was at DMR today, and they were like, "Oh, Katie Price has crashed down the road, coked up."
Really?
Yeah, you just think.
Is that a scoop? Are we?
Well, that's in the local paper. If that happened in your town, that'd be a. No. I think it's.
People come here for celebrity gossip.
Yeah, exactly. That's what it is. We're the new TMZ, dude. We're the new TMZ. And so much has happened in riding, and we're talking about Katie Price rolling a rangy coked up. There's so much news, and yet we are. Should we move on to mountain bike news?
Mate, if we have to, yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, but we've actually got a lot. There's been obviously the EWS. Manscaped. Davey.
Yeah.
Dude. Yeah. I saw your junk the other day. It's a bit of a personal question. I don't know is it cool if I ask you a personal question?
Yeah, but I'm already thinking, dude, I should stop sending you those photos.
Yeah, but anyway, the photos are good and keep them coming, all right? But what I wanted to ask specifically, how do you keep your junk looking so good?
Okay, yeah, it's a great question, dude, and one that I get often, especially when I slide photos of the junk out to people. I should really stop doing that, but
yeah, maybe a bit less. Yeah,
weird fetish thing that I've got. Yeah, and obviously, I used to go with the lighter fluid and a lighter to get rid of all the hair down there, but it did used to look a bit of a mess. And honestly, dude, I don't blame females for not wanting to go anywhere near me because it was a mess and it used to smell like lighter fluid.
So
and I wouldn't go.
So what have you done? What have you changed?
Dude, easy. Quick switch over to Manscaped. That way, there's no fire involved. There's no dangerous activity. We've actually managed to get rid of the fire blanket and the fire extinguisher out of the bathroom, which is nice.
Cause surely you still have you worry about electricity and water mixing together or not?
No, dude. Manscaped's awesome. It's fully sort of waterproof, so you can use it in the shower. You can use it out in the rain if you want to. If you can go for a walk with it. Yeah.
What sort of RPM does that thing kick out?
Dude, great question. 7,000 RPM motor.
Wow. So that really gets through the thick of it.
Yeah, it'll. You could probably mow your lawn with it, dude. To be honest with you, and I have seen some people manscaping the lawn.
Isn't it? Yeah, it's called And then one last question, dude. And this is not one that I get through the pictures you send me. Why does it smell so good?
It's a great question, dude. Again, obviously, used to be a big fan of Lynx Africa, but I'm a little bit, I've got bookshelves now and stuff, so I want to have like a nice cologne.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I want to actually.
No,
I want to be.
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah, I want to be radiating success. And I recently made a switch to this. It's called Refined by Manscaped.
Wow.
It comes in this amazing little presentation box too. You open that and there's your Refined cologne. It's in there.
Wow.
Like, sitting pretty.
Okay, last question. It's not a personal one, but how can I get on board with this?
Dude, super easy, man. Go on the internet.
Yeah.
You got that, haven't you?
I've got that, yeah.
Yeah. Got that. Manscaped.com.
Yeah.
You don't have to put all the other stuff in. There's like HTT. Manscaped.com.
Yeah.
Look through some of the stuff, dude. They've got the Lawnmower 4.0, obviously. We've spoke about it before, but it is the ultimate male grooming tool.
Yeah.
Enter the code RIDECOMPANION20.
Okay.
What was it?
Ride Companion 20?
Ride Companion 20. And that will knock 20% off anything on the website. And free shipping.
Oh, right. Dude, I've got to get off the phone. I'm making an order.
No worries. Get on there. Before we do that, I also wanted to say, dude, my nasal passage, very clear breather. Listen to this.
Yeah.
No hairs.
Because surely the lawnmower won't fit up there.
No hairs. And also the ears, I can hear everything. I can hear, if you whispered over a field, I can hear it. It's like,
wow, yeah.
And that's because of this. Weed Whacker.
And that's available on the same site?
Yeah. And you know what, dude? Let's give this one away as well. Shall we give it away?
Well, we can. It's up to you.
It's not used. It's brand new. It's sealed and everything.
Okay, that makes more sense then. Yeah, okay.
So we'll give this one away. All you have to do to win this Manscaped Weed Whacker is share this episode on social media. Instagram stories, great. An actual social media tile with a bit of a podcast, maybe a photo, screenshot.
Someone with a thick bush.
That's double points. You're probably going to win a little bit better if you do that. Just tag Olly at @OW_23, tag at the HKT Podcast, and tag Manscaped too. Let's show them some love, dude, because these guys are out there making seamless and hair free. So
just better, isn't it?
Better, yeah. And that's it, folks. Ride Companion 20, manscaped.com. Let's get back into this episode because no doubt you want to.
Yeah. Have you followed any of it? Be honest.
To what degree?
Well, I don't know. Just approximately what's going on. So for instance, let's talk about the EWS. Annoyingly, it's part of being human. You focus on the things that are like, what is the big scoop on the EWS?
Yeah.
First of all, Shark Attack Jack has taken the overall. Amazing news. That's super cool. He's a killer rider.
Super cool.
But
yeah, amazing. And who'd have thought, man? I think.
Yeah.
How many years has Jack done the EWS? Do you think now? Just a couple, no?
Yeah, I think so.
From downhill straight over.
Well, I mean, even
Enduro.
the start of this season, he was like overall ranked. I don't know.
Yeah.
20 something, or maybe even further down.
Yeah.
Anyway, I don't know. I don't have those numbers, but stoked for him.
Yes.
But Richie Rude, I think he beat him anyway, fair and square. Like, I think his time was quicker, but Richie Rude got disqualified for around the flags, and I really feel for him. I feel like he should have got a time penalty or something. It's just so unclear.
I feel like disqualification from anything is tough.
Yeah.
Especially when it's a riding error. Yeah. And exactly. Unless that. I mean, from the footage, it's hard to tell. It doesn't look like he did it on purpose, or I don't know.
I don't think he did it on purpose.
I wouldn't have thought he would. I mean, the guy's not just out there blindly, blatantly, cheating, especially where all the spectators are. You wouldn't have thought.
No, it's not exactly the place where you do a Strava line, is it? Let's be honest.
No.
The grass field. It's just, I
it looks like he literally just fucked up and he's gone the wrong way round her.
And I kind of feel not gutted for Jack because he actually won. I think he got a quicker time than him on that stage anyway. So he was winning the overall regardless. Yes. But it was sort of like an anticlimactic way to win the overall. Like you want to see a battle head to head because that's what they had. They had a battle head to head all until that point, and then just for that to happen, kind of a bit annoying.
It is, dude. It is annoying, especially it's only part of it, I know, but like the travel there, it's not like it's round the fucking corner.
Yeah.
They're in Scotland in the rain. Like, come on. I don't know.
No,
let's have a little bit of
like
leniency.
Playing grab arse out there that's like looks miserable, rainy. You know what I mean? It wasn't like
it's a big thing.
Whoop-de-doo, fun time Freddy. It was like gnarly, wasn't it? Pedaling through slop, really.
Dude, Bernard Kerr, top 10. It's really cool.
Top 10 for BK.
Top 10 for BK, really cool.
Yeah, bringing home the... So BK, he announced his retirement from the EWS the last time he rode it. Do you remember that? Well, he did anyway. And it came to the end of the downhill season. Eddie's injured. They need another rider, to maintain their podium position in the team overall. And BK stepped up.
Oh, wow.
So that's why Pivot are on the podium, otherwise they wouldn't have been. So that's really cool.
Didn't know that.
Yeah.
It's really cool.
Very
Fair
cool.
play, BK.
Oh,
really
did you
cool.
see Sam Dale? 7th, dude.
No.
Sambo got 7th.
Oh, yeah, I did see.
How sick
I did see that. Really cool.
That is rad.
Yeah, dude. I love those guys. Just a good attitude, sort of not straight off the couch, but just up there having fun, just hanging out.
Man. You don't come out off the couch into 7th for AWS, I don't reckon.
No, it's not. Let me take that back. I do not mean he's not been training. Sure he has.
He's got rip your legs off legs. It's the power on the dude.
Beast.
I love watching some of the sections with Sambo pedaling out. You just think, fuck me. He's a chain snapper. It's well impressive.
Big time.
Yeah,
it's cool to see Bex Barriona.
Yeah,
won the women's as well, which is amazing.
That's right. Yeah, that was her. She didn't win the overall, did she? That was her first win, wasn't it?
That was her first win.
So that's super sick. Yeah.
She did win the overall.
The season overall.
Not the season. Sorry, she just won.
Sorry.
Yeah. She won the event.
No, that's what I mean. Yeah. By the overall, I don't mean the event. It's confused. This is the problem with enduro. It's just a bit confusing, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It is.
It's just like rally.
2 days, pro day, pro stage.
And dude, I'm not knocking it at all. I'm aware it's the shit. It's really cool. It's, some say, the purest form of mountain bike racing.
Mm.
The tracks look
Some
sick. It's the bikes that we all ride. There's loads of things about it that I absolutely love. But
the footage is way better now than what it
that's
kind
right.
of was.
It
was just all guesswork.
They're killing it.
Yeah.
It's just a little part of it that's just annoying. I just want it to, I just want to get it more. I want to be able to follow it easier. I just struggle. I think it's actually, do you know what it is? I'm too dumb.
I remember when he enduro racing first sort of started, and a few of my friends were off doing like British races and whatever, like nationals and stuff, and one of my friends been like, oh yeah, you sort of have a time to get to the top, and I was like, nah, I'm out. I didn't really say anything else about it other than you've got to get to the top in a certain time. I was like, nah.
I think they're a stretch, in EWS. I think you can get. Yeah,
it's a tough day.
Yeah, tough big day in the office, isn't it? Yeah, for sure.
I had a bit of a reality check with it when I saw Payner. Rich Payne was doing some of the footage, sort of like not commentary, but sort of like hosting and stuff for World Enduro, because Rich and I started a podcast series called EWS or Bust when he basically was struggling to get to the races and stuff. It was like a real, I don't know, it's like a weird moment where I was like, oh fuck, as if he's doing that now, and it weren't that long ago that we were trying to get into the races, and we were figuring out ways of trying to crowdfund it and all this sort of cool stuff, and then now he's there covering it for World Enduro and GMBN. It's really nice, really cool to see.
Rad.
So I had a bit of a reality check on that the other night when I saw it. It was nice.
Yeah, too right. Yeah. Right. So in other news,
yes,
Psychosis. Did you see that?
Didn't see it. Didn't watch it.
I like the idea of it. It's like a crazy. It's like an endurance downhill track. I I don't know about it enough, and then I've realised I've started talking about it. But I think
just to go back though.
Yeah,
go on.
Go on.
Well, no Crankworx Whistler, so they've done a sort of mini.
Yeah, what's this in it's BC? What is it? Where is it?
BC. So they've done the dual in one location.
Yeah, it's a different
dual
bike
slalom.
parks.
Yeah, different bike park, and then they've done the Psychosis in a different location, and then they've done the Silver Star bike park for the slopestyle.
Yeah, I'm super dumb. I actually kind of thought Psychosis was an event on its own. I didn't even realise it was a Joyride, but you know what I mean.
It's all good.
Yeah,
mate.
It looks cool though. It does look cool. I thought that because there's like hiker bike bits between really insane downhill sections.
Dude, maybe that's a thing, you know. Maybe that's
like the hard enduro of mountain biking. Like
there's not really
a big enough hill in Surrey.
No, it's tough in Surrey, isn't it? Really
it's tough in Surrey.
Tough in most of the UK actually as well. But it's sort of like a heli sort of race would be. I know there is, you know, you've got like big mountain stuff. What's it called? Sort of Mountain of Hell, and there's a few others, isn't there?
Yeah.
What's the big one in France called? I always forget the name.
Mega.
Mega, of course, the Mega. But yeah, something like that.
I like the idea of it. You know, you do need a lot of elevation, don't you?
Yeah, I'd like to go do the Mega. I've not done the Mega. That's definitely one that's on the bucket list. Have you not done it before? No.
No, I've not done the Mega. A few times in the past I've tried to, but yeah.
Is that one that you do?
Oh, I literally couldn't care any less. I'll be honest. I'm not.
Fair. Okay.
Yeah, I'm bad for that. I just don't care. You know, I'll go
it's
riding
too racy.
in the Alps. It's not. Yeah. It's just like I don't know. I don't care.
That's fair.
Yeah, it's just a lot of people and a lot of hoo-ha, and I don't really care for that. I think I'd rather just go riding. What a boring dude. What a boring guy. Right, so I've got the Psychosis results. It's 11 minutes 37 is the winning time from your boy Joe Breeden from the UK.
Wow.
But 11 minutes of descending, and I think that includes like the. I need to be corrected by our listeners probably, or someone that's watched some of it. I just followed it and watched some like head cams and stuff. But I don't know if the hiker bike bits, because you get to the bottom of a run and you've got to go uphill to the start of the next descent bit and stuff. Yeah,
that's cool. So Joe Breeden won it. That's sick.
Joe Breeden won it. Seth Sherlock from Canada was in second, and then Bas van Steenbergen rounded out the podium. And we got some other big names. You got Mick Hanna in there in the top 10. George Brannigan, Kirk McDowell. Yeah, I mean,
so there's basically a lot going on over in Canada at the moment, which is cool. And then you got, well, I guess a lot of these guys might be heading straight over to Rampage.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, and then you got Casey Brown winning the women's. Wow. So yeah, it sounds like an interesting one. I'll tell you what, it's one for me to watch in the future. Maybe normally you should watch it and then talk about it, but instead we do it the other way around.
Yeah, we just talk about it and then ask people to comment on it.
Yeah, exactly.
And tell us what was going on.
Just tell us when we were wrong. And then the Joyride course, I've watched the top 3 runs and they're just unfathomable.
Have you seen the sort of like glory run from Emil and Eric Fredko?
No.
That's cool because they were both in second and first. Yeah, they did a run right at the last second and first. So last 2 runs,
big spins.
But they came down together and it was fucking sick, dude.
Hell yeah!
So cool. Yeah, so cool. And it just when the pressure's off, like Emil did this sort of like nollie 3 off. Oh man, it's honestly it's so sick. And I think for anyone watching that comp, Emil's like noticeably better. Would you say? Is that accurate?
Yeah.
Dude, like he was going so high on everything as well. Like his elevation, and Cam McCall said that as well. It was like his elevation is 2 or 3 foot higher than everyone else.
Yeah.
It looked like a tough course too because it was like it had rained and it looked sticky. Like there was a lot of pedaling up to jumps and stuff, but still he was. Yeah, 2 or 3 foot higher than everyone.
Dull. If you had to guess,
perfect.
Yeah, if you, yeah, he's on another level. I guess if you had to work out which was the odd one out that was actually an alien and that was programmed, or a robot or something, and that was programmed to win, you would pick Emil, wouldn't you? He's just too dialed to comprehend. It's just unbelievable.
Yeah, and all the adversity that kid's gone through and stuff, and like, you know, that's his.
Yeah, you had him on, didn't you? Yeah.
Yeah, I've actually. Yeah, it's good. Episode 98, I think it was.
Yeah.
He's a special kid, man, and honestly, one of the nicest
Very
kids.
impressive.
And I say kid in the, you know, I don't mean he's a child, but like, you know,
he all
nice
grown.
young man. He's a nice young man, man. We've stayed in touch. He's a legit dude.
Big
and
fan
he's
of Fedco's steez, and actually Fedco's attitude as well. I think he's
and Tommy G actually. In fact, all those guys, man. What do you know? Actually, I was going to ask you this about Tom Isted. I mean, he must be a friend of yours.
Yeah, I know him a bit. Yeah. Good.
So
I've hung out with him.
Great Britain. Yeah. He's out there.
Yeah,
mixing it up with the best in the world.
Unbelievable. Yeah.
Because he's from the Isle of Wight.
No, Cornwall.
No?
Well, it could
Cornwall.
be. No, that's Sam Hodgson you're thinking of, yeah.
Sorry, okay.
Yeah.
Right, sorry.
I think Tom is from Cornwall.
So he rides down at down with Jasper Flashman.
That's right, yeah, and he's got a compound and a big like airbag setup and stuff.
He kills it, man.
Yeah. He was well impressive at that Polish slopestyle event as well, wasn't he?
Yes, he was.
The Godsies event.
Yeah, he was. Good dude. I must admit, out of all the disciplines, I do really enjoy watching slopestyle. It's up there for me, definitely. And I think even though it's so unattainable for most people to consider not even doing the tricks but just riding some of those features, it's
very impressive, isn't it?
It is impressive.
Yeah.
It is. It's
very
super impressive
indeed
to watch. And I think, the Crankworx team have done a great job to pull it off. Obviously, there wasn't many people there. Not having spectators must be a bit of a hit. Financially, I guess. I don't really know. It'd be cool to get someone on who maybe can talk about that a little bit more. Darren's great, actually, from Crankworx. Really, really good dude.
Yeah.
He could come on and talk about that and how that'd work. But it didn't really... I wouldn't say it didn't lose anything not having spectators there. Obviously, you do miss that Whistler sort of vibe, which is really cool, especially for the slopestyle. You know, thousands of people littering the course and stuff. But
there's nothing like an atmosphere like that. I can imagine it'd be quite hard to get hyped with just like an empty room with and then you've got to go huck yourself down a slopestyle run. It's difficult.
No wonder they use music,
Yeah,
headphones in.
Is that what they did? Is that they had music? The headphones. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I can't imagine doing that. But by the way, do you ever ride with headphones?
It's not very often.
No, I don't.
I'll
have a podcast on a cross country ride. I'll do that.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'd say. I'll go for a podcast on a cross country ride for sure. But yeah, dirt jumps.
No, Sam Reynolds broke his collarbone maybe because he did a tuck no hander on a quarter with music on and was doing it in rhythm. Yeah, wow. Which is like you take for granted, but if you're just like enjoying the music, you can imagine it, can't you?
Yeah, get carried away with it. And pull them out there a little bit too long.
Yeah.
Hands up, and you're like,
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Oh shit.
I can imagine really slowing me down, you know. I guess it depends what playlist you have on. You know, like on a downhill run, what would be the shittest music that you could have on?
Classical, probably.
Yeah, that would be
quite relaxed.
It might be quite
classical.
epic though. What about that?
I feel like
something horrible
heavy.
like some sort of track where they put on when they want to clear the dance floor at the end of a club night and they put the lights on.
Oh, you mean like Baggy Trousers?
Yeah.
Dude, I hate that song.
I hate all of those songs, yeah. And I would walk 500 miles. That would make me want to put my bike in the bin, I think.
You get to the bottom fast, though, if you could turn it off.
Or it'd just be an instant crash. As it comes on. When I wake up.
Just ripping it out of your head.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. I'm bad for that. I get real, like, almost claustrophobia when music's not what I want. And on that note, that brings me to my listening for the week. Dorondo, didn't I?
Dorondo? I wonder if Spotify works. Everything else is down, but let's see if Spotify works.
It's funny, dude. Like I said to you before we went on, like, okay, so we're currently in, and it's been an hour now, where WhatsApp, Instagram, and Facebook are all down. Now, that doesn't sound like a big deal, but I was trying to message Davi as I was driving back from DMR, and I was like, why isn't my WhatsApp working? Is it my internet? Is it my phone? Let me go on Instagram to check that the internet's working. Instagram's not working, because that's what I just do. I just refresh like the home screen. Instagram isn't working. I'm starting to panic now. I'm starting to think, well, how am I going to get in touch with Davi to do the podcast, to tell him that I'm nearly back? And I'll go on Facebook. Maybe I can just Facebook message you, Go on Facebook Messenger. It didn't work.
Oh, it's tough.
I was just like...
Mate, I'm so glad that pigeon found its way here.
I know. It's lucky I kept it fed, yeah.
I sat here in the house, and then I can hear this tapping.
Yeah.
What the fuck's that at the door? I go out, and there it is.
But I tried calling you. I used WhatsApp
pigeon.
to call you. I was stuck. No. I was stuck with a pigeon. That's all I could do.
Dude, it makes you wonder, man, if the internet went down, how fucked it would be.
Yeah.
Like, it is scary.
Yeah.
It is so scary. And do you know, often sometimes just... I do this. It's like, wow, we're sat here talking now over the internet.
Yeah, it's insane. Really it can be quickly taken away. And I tell you what, you and I, we wouldn't know how to make it again.
Mate, I can't
start from scratch. No, I know, exactly. It's fucked, isn't it?
I'd be screwed.
And then, dude, the petrol stations, it does feel a little bit like it's all going a bit wrong, doesn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
It's just this whole thing, like small changes make a big difference. Very sensitive life on Earth is, isn't it?
Yeah, I was listening to a thing the other day. There's a huge rush in America of people buying land.
Is there? Yeah.
In the middle of nowhere and just going off grid, because now, especially with Elon's launching this Starlink internet, which is really good quality internet where you just need a little satellite dish. So what used to put people off doing that, I guess, would be, well, I can't work properly because I need broadband. Whereas now it's have it where you want it, man. Go out there, get solar panels, live off grid. Who was it who was talking about it the other day? I was talking about solar power. It was super interesting.
Yeah.
It was might have been Jocko Willink or someone like that talking about getting solar panels on the house and just going off grid a little bit.
Dude, it is the dream. I watch a lot of tiny houses and people going off grid, and I watch a load of those, and then I watch, quite lame really, on YouTube, I watch them renovating these container homes or whatever, and
it's the
talking
dream,
about the solar panels and all of that shit. It's so cool, yeah.
Yeah, it's possible. It's just having the balls, I think, to do it as well sometimes. Yeah. Especially, head up to Scotland, man, where the riding's probably good. You're going to ride on your own a lot, but the riding could be good. But I think it's about...
I think that's it.
Maybe I'm off on this, but it's about trying to rally people together and be like, come on, let's just go and start a little thing. Like, there's a few people I know that might be into it, but let's just go. We'll buy a plot of land. Yes. We'll build container homes for each other. We'll have actual community.
You're talking about something that sounds an awful lot like a cult.
We'll all get matching robes. We'll shave our heads.
We'll share girlfriends.
We'll share each other's girlfriends around.
Yeah.
It's
whoa. No, I know. I do think that though. I think it's like family, friends. Once you take them out of the equation, I feel way less tied to where I am. I think I could.
You've done it before, going on long trips as well. You're homesick.
I love where I live, but it's largely for the people, nothing else. Well, it's it is lovely and stuff, and there's lots of things I like about it. But isn't the same as why I love home. Yeah,
that's tough. True. It's a good way of looking at it. Yeah, I wonder. Yeah, it does make you think sometimes. You watch something even on the TV or a YouTube thing or whatever, and people live in these beautiful locations, and you're like, well, why do I live here? It's not bad.
Yeah, just if you're an alien coming down, where would you choose?
But you could live anywhere.
Yeah.
Really?
I know, right?
Well, if it weren't for Brexit, we could live anywhere.
Yeah.
It's pretty fucked now, but...
Yeah, it's fucked that up a bit. We have fucked that up a bit, actually. Annoyingly, not to talk about Brexit and the pandemic in one podcast, but and the fuel crisis, which has been pissing me off.
And COVID.
And COVID, yeah. Travelling back is quite annoying. You don't get to go in the queues anymore. The European queues, you have to go in the really, really long ones now.
Really?
Yeah. And everyone in Europe just whizzes straight through with their like the eye one where you look at the camera, it's not mad.
Oh yeah. Can't do that anymore.
No, you have to go through, you have to get asked about your work and that. You know when you go to America, I don't know if when you fly to America, it's always like an interrogation, isn't it? It's a bit more like that, just coming back from like Germany or whatever it is. Sucks. Oh, well.
What do you say? What's your thing? What do you do for a living? What do you actually say? Professional athlete? Is that the thing? You go? Is that the go-to?
Oh no, I just say marketing. Yeah, I've been here for work, marketing. Actually, I don't even say that. I just say leisure every time, really. But it does make you double. You know, if I have a visa, I say just I'm here for marketing purposes.
Nice, that works.
But only if I have a visa. Otherwise, always leisure.
Leisure, is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then they're like, "What have you been doing?" Biking. It's the most leisure. It's the most leisurely activity in the world, isn't it? Cycling around the lakes.
Yeah. I just remembered. We'll have time to record the podcast, but I'm going to a what would you call it next week? I'm going to a
orgy
summit.
Oh, summit. Okay.
Similar to an orgy.
Yeah, there you go. I'm
going to a summit in Bristol.
Are you? What kind of summit is it?
It's called the Blue Earth Summit, and it's all about sustainable business. And I'm going surfing, which is why I thought I'd mention it.
Yeah, dude.
Because part of it is to go surfing at the Wave in Bristol.
Yeah.
So doing that, and then there's like a bike ride, there's a trail run. It sounds a bit... It's not very me, I'll be honest with you, but the fact... Sometimes you need... And we don't talk about business very often on the podcast, obviously, but sometimes you do feel a bit stagnant. I do. I feel a bit like... I need something to give me a bit of a kick up the arse again.
Yeah.
And I think going and listening to inspirational people talking about sustainable business and about all sorts of other cool stuff. There's a surf film festival as well.
Oh, mate, sounds wicked.
So that's one evening, and then I'm only there for 2 days. I'm excited, dude, to be honest. It's going to be cool. I've not really done anything like that before, mainly because of the price. Before, I'd be like, I'm not paying that.
Is it fat wedge? Yeah.
Not giving it away. But I'm going
not
anyway.
Giving it away.
I'm going to treat myself.
You wouldn't for the wave pool, dude. That's expensive stuff, that is, isn't it?
Yeah. I don't probably only get one go on it, but yeah, that's on one of the days. So yeah, bit of a bike ride, lit a pick, all sorts of stuff going on. So I'm doing that next week, but we'll be able to talk about it. Yeah, I'll be able to do the podcast first anyway.
Oh, good. That sounds well exciting.
So, yeah,
amazing.
Why not throw yourself in and meet some new people?
Yeah, right. Absolutely.
Easy not to at the moment, isn't it? Not meet anyone, just sit in the house.
Mate, now that you've got the immunity anyway, now you've essentially got the vaccine, my dude. You're ready to go.
Yeah, I am ready to go. Get me out there in the big wide world.
Right, yeah.
Like Babe Pig in the city in Bristol.
Yeah. There's a lot of drum and bass nights in Bristol as well, aren't there? You can get in there and breathe on people. It'll be decent.
Oh, yeah. Brilliant. So... we were going to do a list of questions, but I can't load them. There's none there. Internet.
We were going to have a guest. Couldn't get hold of the guest, so we'll keep that secret for the next, for when the guest can come on and when the internet isn't down. And when
Meatloaf was it?
Might have been. And when the petrol stations are up, and then when like everything's like open, and when you don't have to wear them up, and then when it's easy to travel.
Dude, is it weird at the moment?
It is weird, isn't it? It's still weird. It is still weird, but it's also good. It is also very good.
Yeah, it is weird. It is weird.
I'm going to go trampoline class in a minute anyway, because I've got my ankle steroid thing, so I'm going to go trampoline class in a second. Life is good. I can't really complain.
Just on Amazon buying pogo sticks.
Yeah. Oh, I've got one more. This is a shit show of an episode, dude. Now we don't have listener questions. We've lost all structure.
Yeah, I don't know what we're doing.
No, I don't know what we're doing. But I was going to talk to you about the Netflix 9/11 documentary series. Is another one that's like really, really good.
Okay.
Really good. Gives loads of background to the conflict and the. Yeah, it's not a nutty one. It's really, really good. It's cold, hard facts. It's rad. I thoroughly enjoyed it and felt like I learnt a lot from watching it. So that's my other watching. Okay,
that's a good. I've got another one as well because obviously I've spent a lot of time watching TV over the last few days. A sort of documentary on YouTube called Finding Joe.
What's that?
And I can't recommend it enough. Honestly, it's a little bit sort of, I wouldn't say spiritual, but maybe a little bit. So Finding Joe is Hang on, let me find it. Hang on. Sorry, mate. Watching a lot of YouTube.
No, it's good. Well, dude, it's been raining so hard. I've been
Finding Joe. Okay, here it is. So it's a film about Joseph Campbell.
Okay.
Joseph Campbell, you're aware of Joseph Campbell? He was a sort of philosopher from back in the day, and he sort of brought together all of these stories from like Buddhism and Hinduism and stuff.
Right.
And he brought them all together, and he sort of explained them in almost layman's terms, but he basically noticed a running theme through all of them, which is what's called the hero's journey.
Right, I didn't know this. No, I haven't heard this.
Okay, the hero's journey is really interesting. I can't describe it because I'm not smart enough, but it's basically about how you look at your life as a hero, and you come through adversity and you come out the back of it a better person, and you learn all these things along the way and stuff like that. So it's called Finding Joe. It's got loads of cool people in it, actually. Laird Hamilton's in it.
Oh, sick.
Tony Hawk's in it. It's really good. And yeah, Finding Joe. It's on YouTube. It's just had 2.5 million views, so it's, you know,
wow, there you go.
It's got a bunch of cool people in it. So yeah, Finding Joe. You might.
Once I've finished like Squid Game, I'm watching Finding Joe. It sounds like they're the polar opposites of things to watch.
Oh yeah,
Squid
totally
Game.
Opposite.
Yeah, absolutely. Cool. Look forward to it.
That's what I watch in my house. Quite chill stuff. You know?
There you go. I like it. That sounds good. Sounds very good indeed. That said, there are a lot of moral dilemmas in Squid Game already, and I'm only on episode 1, so.
Right. Well, this documentary looks at a lot of how movies use the hero's journey as a sort of like a way to arc the story.
Oh,
so
sick.
Like,
well, good.
Batman,
I fully know.
Matrix. Blah 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 blah. They all have the same arc. It's good.
Look forward to it.
This came up on my thing. Like, yeah.
There we go.
So even if, you know, we're just giving people things to watch and do, aren't we? Well, I mean, the weather's getting
whilst
bad,
Instagram's down and whilst it's raining,
yeah,
it's just turn
to another screen, another platform.
Is this actually the lockdown companion still? Is life actually just the lockdown? Do we just work to pay taxes? Oh, what's happening?
Certainly feels like it. Yeah, I'm sure you did. You felt like it recently.
Yeah.
I feel like it this year as well, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we do, mate. We definitely do.
There you go. Well, best of luck with your recovery, dude. And
Thank you.
I'm pleased to hear that you're not one of the unlucky ones. And
still showing up for the podcast family.
Yeah, you'll be back amongst it in no time. Stronger and fitter than ever.
Yeah, bit of a shorter episode today. I like it. It's just.
How long was this?
It's been nice. An hour and 12 minutes.
How long do we normally natter on for? I actually don't even know.
An hour. I don't know. Cool. An hour and a half, I don't know, whatever.
Cool. There you go.
But yeah, we'll get a guest on hopefully next week or something. What are you up to this week? You said you're doing something. Is there any teasers?
This week I'm shooting in Wales with Goodyear. Yeah.
Nice.
When are you going to...
The blimp?
Yeah, just in the blimp the whole time. I don't even have my bike with me. Yeah.
Bristol, next week.
Next week. Okay, so it doesn't work out. Cool.
No, it's close though. We're
nearly organised something. Yeah, there you go. I mean, I've got no fuel, dude. I'll be honest. I can't come up and see you.
Oh, I can't come down either. Although it is downhill, I could freewheel. But...
Do you actually? Is it even affecting you? Honestly, I'm not even joking. I really, genuinely have no fuel in my truck. I can't get anywhere.
Yeah. No, it's not because I don't have a vehicle.
There you go. That's the key. And because you're staying indoors because you've got COVID-19. Yes.
Exactly.
Good timing, dude.
If anyone out there listening has got a link to a van I can buy, then holler. Like, preferably a nice new transporter would be nice.
Yeah, someone's doing well.
Lease. I forgot to put that in there. Lease. But dude, there's no vans, and like it's weird. I'd love to get into this at some point, but my job obviously has changed a lot over the last 2 years. Yeah. You know, I used to be on the road a lot, and now I'm not. And it's not because I don't want to be, a little bit, but it's mainly because people don't want to see you because of COVID and like this, that, and the other. So I just got rid of my vehicle. Like I had a new van, and I was like, right, I'll just give it back. And then I ran around in like this, that, and the other throughout the year. And when I got hurt, so my dad's a car dealer. When I got injured, I was still in hospital. My dad called me. I was like, that car you've got, I can sell it. Can I sell it? And I was like, fucking hell, dude. I'm still laid in hospital. So I've not replaced it since then. But again, I've not been driving.
So whilst you're in hospital?
Yeah, I was still in hospital.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
I've got a car for you, dude. Yeah. I've got a
cracking
car for you. It's called the Citroen Ami. AMI.
All right.
You might be wondering, what could this car be? Well, it is
I'm looking.
100% electric.
Oh, wow.
It's mobility for all. You can drive them on the road in France from when you're 14. It's classed as it's like essentially the same as an electric wheelchair, I think. It's in the same category, or as an e-bike. It is a car, though. It looks like a smart car. It's got 2 seats. I mean, it looks like a
ugliest thing.
Yeah, it looks like a toaster. It does look like a toaster, yes. But it does 28 miles an hour. It's got a range of 43 miles.
It's pointless.
You say that, but...
That is a mobility scooter.
It is, yes. But, if you're going to go into town, for instance...
You couldn't make it in that from mine.
Could you not? No. All right. If you're going to go to the shops... Is there any shops?
Yeah, you could probably make it to
You
the
could make
shops,
it to the corner shop at, 28 miles an hour.
Yes.
It runs off a 3-pin, dude. It runs off a 3-pin chart. You don't need a...
That's
straight
insane.
in. It is interesting, isn't it? And I don't
cool.
know what the deal is. But I mean, how crazy is it in France? You could drive it when you're 14. How quick you would want one when you were 14?
And are there any available in the UK?
I very much doubt it. But they are now moving to the UK. Yes.
Okay.
Pretty crazy, eh?
Just having it. Yeah, that is interesting. Actually, that is interesting. Maybe that is the future of like.
I mean, if you live in a city, you can't really argue with it, can you? I wonder what the deal is with drink driving in them.
We used to have a local boy by us at the pub who used to just get hammered and drive his tractor home.
Did it a tractor? Is a tractor different because it's agricultural or something?
I don't know, but it was hilarious watching him getting it.
Realistically, you just can't operate machinery and be drunk at the same time, really, can you? There's no way around.
I don't think there's no pass for that, is there?
No,
it's a tractor,
and there shouldn't, and there should be. No, absolutely. So, in the spring of 22, the Ami will officially launch. So, if you're 14 and you want to get on the road, go to a bike
girls, get one of these.
Dude, if you're 14 and you have one of them, then I reckon the chicks would be that way. You can only fit one in there, but you only need one. 28 miles an hour, queue of traffic behind you. Out of the way, electric wanker. There you go. All right, we'll finish it on the Citroen Ami.
Yeah, thanks for that. That was hilarious. Yeah, okay.
Thanks for listening,
all right, folks,
everyone.
Thanks again. Appreciate you. Sorry it's been a shorter one. Obviously, I'm not up to my best.
Dude, you got the Rona. It's good. We've made a good effort. You made a good effort.
All right. Thanks, everybody. Don't forget, like and subscribe. Olly's got a new video up too. We're going to put a link to that in the show description.
Yeah, I've got another stinker. Yeah, absolutely. Check that out, please. Someone check it out. Oh my god!
You know what, dude? Just quickly.
Yeah, go on.
So your stuff always comes up on my Explore on YouTube.
Yeah.
And your latest video hasn't. I've not even seen it. I only know you put it out because of the Instagram.
Yeah, it's just tanked, and you can't even.
Sometimes,
Instagram's broken, and then they've taken off swipe up, so I can't even get people from my. Dude, the world's. There's no fuel. I can't do swipe up links. What else can you take from me? You know. I'm going to have to start taking pictures of my feet and joining digs in the dark web. Yeah. And on that note, thanks for listening to The Ride Companion. This has been episode 14. We'll see you next week.
Hopefully. Who knows?
Yeah, who knows, really. Might be fuel, internet.